Warning, Hebrews Toys Reviews is not intended for children. It is for adult collectors and the people over the age of 18.
I can't believe I'm doing this, if only to humiliate myself. Hello. The person you know as Hebrew77 couldn't be here right now, so he's asked me to fill in for him. Although I do despise that sucker, and if I see him next time, I'm going to blast him to oblivion with this phaser. But now, he will be doing the toy review, and today's review will be none of that of Dr. Beverly Crusher. I have met her. She's quite pleasant, by the way. Although she tries to get me to do those stupid plays all the time. But anyway, with no further ado, here is Hebrew77 with that very special toy review. Here you have Dr. Beverly Crusher. And no, this is not Season 1 Dr. Beverly Crusher. It is Generations Beverly Crusher. And again, you can tell that they're generation figures from the little stripes on their sleeves and the way their collars are. And I know what you're going to ask next. Well, why don't you have Season 1 Beverly Crusher? Don't you have other Beverly Crushers? Yes, I do, and I also have different variants of Beverly Crusher, which I cannot find at this moment, but I will use those for Season 3, as she was not in Season 2, but rather Dr. Pulaski was in Season 2 in her place. She had gone off to do other things, I'm sure, and, just renegotiating contracts and didn't get along with so-and-so, and you know the drill. But anyway, Dr. Beverly Crusher, introduced in Star Trek The Next Generation, the very first season, which I'm pretty sure wore a blue shirt, was inspired by Dr. Leonard Mccoy from the original series. And some of her accessories, as you'll see here, one of them is the medical bag, which goes, of course, around her neck or over her shoulder. And then you have this tricorder-ish thing, which has medical type things on it, although that one does not. You can just guess where this thing goes. Here's another tricorder. I don't know necessarily if it came with her or not. And I did have the little spray, whatever the thing is, the medical thingy that you would stick in their arm and go tss. But, hold on, I'm going to look that up. What is the name of that thing? Hypospray. The Hypospray. A painless device for injecting serum directly into the bloodstream. And speaking of Dr. Leonard Mccoy, here is Admiral Dr. Leonard Mccoy, her counterpart, of course, standing right next to her. And he was in Season 1 of Star Trek The Next Generation for a brief cameo at the ripe old age of 120, 30, something, I don't know. And as you can see, now his accessories do include the hypospray and the little tricorder and the medical bag, which is kind of cool. And if you look at this, her little device here matches right up with his little device there. Only except on his little device, you can actually see a part of the human body showing up on the tricorder. Well, it got blurry, didn't it? Anyway, so really there isn't much to say about Beverly Crusher, except she was the medical doctor on the ship, and she had a love interest with Captain Picard, but that didn't come till later on. And of course her son Wesley Crusher, which we will get into in the next couple of episodes. But unfortunately I do not have season 1 Wesley Crusher, so we'll talk about him a little later on. But pretty much that does it for this review. You can see, you can spin around. Oh, one more thing. Is Beverly Crusher dressed as 1930s Dixon Hill whatever she was in that? I don't remember if that was season 1 or season 3. Probably season 3. So we will talk about that more in our season 3 reviews. Here also is Guinan dressed as a Dixon Hill character. We will talk about that in our season 2 review. So again, that's really all I have to say about this figure. I like the figure despite of the fact I do not like any of the Generations figures, as you might have guessed. But her arms do bend in a certain way. And she actually isn't too janky when she sits down. Other than that, do I recommend this figure? Sure. Go out and get her if you can. None of these figures are very expensive on the aftermarket, so it should be a pretty good investment. Oh gosh, I can't believe he can't be here himself. Well, he's disappeared again. Yes, Hebrew 77. But that's okay, because I don't have to suffer with you guys much longer. I can get off of this desolate planet. However, he did want me to remind you that knowing isn't just half the battle, it's the whole damn war. Now, if you'll excuse me. One to beam up, please. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! What's going on with my molecule?